Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to Being on Stage, the only podcast that gives you motivation, inspiration, and confidence to be better on stage. No matter how you entertain, sing, dance, band, comedian, public speaking, MC, drag, burlesque, performance art, or street performer, this is the show for you. Hey, rock stars, Reggie Dawson, your host of the show. Welcome back to the Being on Stage podcast. I've had a fantastic day. You ever have one of those days where everything just kind of goes great? So a little background story about my day. Yes, I coach performers. Yes, I have a podcast dedicated to helping you turn your talent into a performance, and then in turn turn your performance into an experience for your audience. However, like most people, I have side projects, I have side businesses, I have a couple of different things that I do. For those of you that don't know, if you're just tuning into the podcast, I'm also very passionate about beard care. I actually own a beard care business, Epic Beard Company, just in case you're interested. It's actually just a local business. It's nothing that I do online. I do it completely local. It's my contribution to my local community around me, and kind of along the east coast of Florida. Today I had an event where I was selling beard care, and I promise, listen, before you stop the podcast, this podcast today is not about beards. It's kind of a download of my day, and then, as always, and this is kind of what I do, I give you a rundown of a whole bunch of stuff, and then I flip it and turn it into how you can use it for performing and improving your performance and your connection with your audience, and overall just crushing it through your career. So listen, I had a fantastic day. We went up to a mall about an hour north of us, did like a little vendor event where we set up a table, set up all the products, and I'm telling you, when I say we did good, we did good. Had a terrible one a couple weeks ago. I talked about it on the podcast. I think it was, the title of the podcast was Putting In More Than You Get Out, and quite the opposite of today. Today I feel really, really good about what I got out of this, the people that I met, the people that I talked to, and of course I made money, which is always great when you get paid for doing what you love, right? Well, one of the things that you love anyways. And I'm kind of on this like high, if you will, like Cloud 9 type of stuff. And I think a lot of times, listen, there's going to be performances that you have that just absolutely bomb. But then there's going to be those performances. There's going to be those days. And it may not always be a performance. It could be a rehearsal. But there's going to be those performances that you just absolutely just, you walk off that stage knowing, beyond the shadow of a doubt, you did the thing that you went there to do. You shattered all expectations, which there should be no expectations because this is art, but you just blew it up in like the most amazing way. Sorry, the most awesome-mazing way. That's our new word of the podcast, by the way. Awesome and amazing makes you awesome-mazing. So sometimes you're going to have those ones that you just absolutely, you blow the roof off the place, you crush it. And that's kind of how I feel today. And that feeling that you have after that show is phenomenal. The next day, you usually feel it. Sometimes you're on a bit of actually, sometimes it used to happen to me when I perform. If I had like a really, really awesome-mazing performance, the next day, sometimes I was almost in a state of depression. And I'm kind of concerned about this here in my beard care because I have to go back to the same place an hour away tomorrow. And sometimes when you have 2-day events or two things back to back like that, one goes really well and the other one absolutely bombs. Hopefully they both go well. But I've noticed that sometimes after you have that really amazing day, that really amazing performance, and, people are coming up to you telling you how amazing you are. You got, 30 new followers on social media. People are messaging you. People are looking to you. Amateur performers are coming to you trying to get advice. Listen, you may even be asked for autographs and things like that. Like, an absolutely amazing day. I've noticed that the next day sometimes can almost be like a low, almost a depression. Same thing happens after you get back from vacation. It's like the back to work blues, as they call them, or whatever. But I've noticed it happens after performing, and it happens to everybody because our bodies, our psychological beings, they're only designed to handle so much excitement and positivity. Like, the people that are positive and just, like, on all the time, nobody's on all the time. I don't care what they tell you. Nobody is on all the time. Everyone's going to have that low or that feeling of it's over, almost. It's like a bittersweet type of thing. Like, you feel really, really good that night, and then the next day it's kind of like, now what? What do I do now? Like, that was really good. And that's I'm kind of worried that that's how I'm going to feel tomorrow or Monday. It's kind of like well, that's over. Now what? And I've talked about this before, and I kind of want to push on you a little bit and let you know that that now what moment it comes usually after almost every performance. And if you're on the track where you're performing pretty regularly, you kind of know now what, like, you're in a groove, you're in a routine. But this isn't like your just standard run-of-the-mill performance. I'm talking like you shattered it. Like, it was awesome. And even if you have another performance coming up that's already scheduled and you know you got a rehearsal schedule and everything, it can still be in the back of your mind of like, okay, that was incredible. What if the next one's not as good? What if I crash and fail? Like, what if I can't live up to what I just did? It's okay. Because first of all, we all go through that feeling. We all feel like, maybe I can't do any better than that. Or, I mean, listen, that's an extreme version. We all have that now what feeling. We have those thoughts. Even if they're in the back of your head, we all have those thoughts. So, my fix to those thoughts is the now what is the same thing that got you there in the first place. Following your dreams, rehearsing your heart out, taking the time to plan, taking the time to promote, and then when you get out on stage, absolutely letting your full creative self flow through the art, like flow through the performance, and just be there with your audience for the experience. Ride it out. That's how you get those incredible performances, by the way. It's like being there fully with your audience and having that experience with them. Because yes, your performance is very much an experience for your audience, but it's an experience that you are such a big part of. Like, you are the one creating the experience, but you also get to have that experience and share in it with your audience. And that thought right there is what's going to keep you moving forward. That being in that position to share to not only create the experience, but then to share in it, that's what's going to keep you having those amazing performances. That's what's going to keep you, like, not just moving forward, but like propelling forward like a madman or madwoman. So, I'm going to, listen, I like keeping it short sometimes, and this is one of those times because it's a little late for me, and I'm tired from today because it was amazing. So listen, when you have one of those amazing performances, awesome, amazing, whatever you call it, whenever you have one of those just absolutely incredible performances, don't let it get you down the next day. Don't worry about necessarily what now. Just keep moving forward. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you're going to continue to crush it. Keep on shining.